Hello, everyone. My name is Miss Graham, and I am the financial literacy instructor. And we are going to do a quick recap of all the things that your scholars have learned during their week-long elective of financial literacy. So first, we started with how to make a budget. So scholars talked about how to compare their monthly income to all of their expenses and how to make their budget work for them as far as setting savings goals or putting together a plan to address emergency expenses that might come up in the future. And we did this by creating a zero-based budget. So a zero-based budget is when you put all of your money either towards an expense or a savings goal so that all scholars know exactly where their money is going. And we use this zero-based budgeting format to talk about constructing a zero-based budget for a college student. So they ran a simulation where they have expenses that a college student might have or ones that they might encounter in their future if they do choose the road of college. And so students were able to come up with an activity and a budget to make their money work for them, as well as also a smaller take on it, which involved an end-of-the-year party where students learn how to maximize the amount of items they could get with the limited amount of money that they had. And then we moved on to checking and savings accounts, and then debit and credit cards to really emphasize the services that banks offer students and how they can make those services work for them. So we emphasized the pros and cons and how they would use them in their everyday life. And then I moved on to compound interest and how compound interest is a great incentive by banks to get them to start saving their money early. And then speaking of early, students also went over investing and how important it is to start investing early so that your money can grow and work for them for whatever goals that they might have in the future and whichever steps it might take for them to reach their financial goals, which they should know since they completed this course throughout the end of the week. And then lastly, students did an activity where they were their own financial consultant. So because of all the knowledge that they learned throughout the week, they were able to advise other people and their problems on what they should do with their finances to make sure that they were really digesting the information that was provided to them throughout the week. So after this, students should be able to know whatever steps they need to take in the future in order to be financially free.